Hey everybody, welcome to January favorites, and I'm just looking at everything arrayed in front of me. It is all makeup with the exception of one thing, makeup, skincare kind of stuff. So let's just jump in. I'll start with what's on my face. I think I've mentioned it before, but I don't know if I've actually included it in my favorites, and that's the Lancome Tint Miracle Foundation. I have it in the shade 160 Buff W. So very specific. It's exactly the foundation that I've been looking for. It's radiant without being sparkly. It has really nice, beautiful coverage. It has a nice pump. It's a good price point. It's not outrageous. I mean, it's a higher end foundation, but it's not like a $60, $70, $80, whatever. More on that in a little bit. And it's a great color selection. I just adore it. So I've been wearing it almost nonstop since I bought it, but today I tried something different with it and I elevated it to, this is the best. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my skin has never looked better, although I think it's a combination of two things. So in addition to using this, I added on the back of my hand, I did a pump of the Dior Forever foundation, not the new undercover. This is the original Dior Forever foundation. I wore this in the shade 15, and then I did a pump with the Lancome, both on the back of my hand, just kind of, mixed a little bit, and then dotted it and blended it in with the Hourglass foundation brush. I don't know if it's translating, but my skin looks, I'm just gonna say, my skin looks amazing. It is a good skin day. You know how exciting that is when that happens. So I am, and my hair is maybe not so good, but whatever. Can't have everything. So I'm just loving, I love this by itself. I love it together even more than, I added this just because I have an event later tonight and I just wanna make sure my foundation did not budge and had just a little extra kick to it, and this, amazing. Okay. Then you will have heard me talk about this in my Nordstrom Beauty haul, but again, I have been loving sort of like an understated, almost monochromatic eye look lately, and this is one of my newest purchases. This is the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre. That means it's the Chanel Cream Shadow, and it's in the shade Undertone, and it's just a very soft brown shimmer, like a light brown shimmer, and I'm wearing it today on my lid as the base, and it just brings a little more shimmer to whatever eyeshadow you're putting on top of it. And the shadow palette I have been reaching for, even though it's super tiny, I love it. It's the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. This is the one that has the row of mattes on one side and the row of shimmers on the other. The only one I haven't used yet is this kind of bluey tone gray one. It's super tiny, the size of a credit card, but the shadows themselves are full size as far as I can tell. And really with all the makeup I have, when am I ever gonna hit pan on this? Like never. It's the ultimate, just, I wanna get, there's a few other ones. There's at least one more that I know of in this line that's all matte. If there's more, I want them. I love this. On my lashes is a new favorite drugstore find, which I'm very excited to share with you. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. Now this was initially sent to me to do a sponsored Instagram post. There was a little back and forth between me and the company. I wouldn't agree to it till they sent me the product and I tried it. And then if I liked it, I would agree to do the Instagram post, which I think maybe annoyed them, but that's too bad. I didn't just like it. I love this. It keeps up with my high-end ones. First of all, I think the packaging is cute. I like the matte packaging. It has a flat side to the lid, so when I'm putting it on, I know this is like a little thing, but it's my finger just rests really nicely on there. It's a nice grip. It smells like coconuts. I mean, it's not often I'm sticking mascara in my nose, but it is something that I noticed. It has like a moussey almost texture to it, like it's whipped almost, so it really glides on and coats all the lashes really nicely, and they make them, I have it in Blackest Black. It's very dark, volume, length, all the things I'm looking for. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. My eyes have been watering nonstop. It's allergy season, and I have not had those, like goopy trails, black trails that I sometimes get. And it also just comes off easily. So it ticks all the boxes. I have high standards for mascara. I really, really like this. So much so, they sent me two. I don't need two, but one of you might want it. I'm gonna limit this to US only, just to make it a little easier on me. International shipping gets a little tricky with liquids sometimes. So if you live in the US and you would like this, it's the shade Blackest Black. I'm gonna put a Rafflecopter link in the description box. Just, it'll be good for like a week. and then I'll close it and I'll just randomly pick a winner. I'll let Rafflecopter has a way to do that, and I'll send it out to you and mention it in a video or Instagram post who won it as well. So if you want this, let me know. Another drugstore find. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that Flower Beauty sent me what appears to be their entire line of lip products. I'm slowly working my way through those, and there will be some kind of video about it. It might be a bonus video. I haven't figured out how to do all of this. It's a lot of swatching. It's probably just gonna be on my arm. I would have no lips left if I tried on. There's gotta be 100 products. Anyway, a standout for me has been this Mix and Matte Lip Duo. So one side is the lipstick, which is is this the one I have on? Yes, this is Tickled Pink, so that's what I have on. And then on the other, and it's not really so much a matte, it's just a satin or cream finish. And then on the other end is the matching lip gloss in the complementary color to give you just a little more shine. So I've been wearing Tickled Pink a lot, but my other favorites are Honey Nude. Can you tell I'm into the neutrals? There's Honey Nude, and I really like this one. It's Melon Kiss, but it's that Melon makes it sound like it's a really super peachy one. It's really not. I wish they would come out with one that's a little lighter pink than this, like almost like a pink version of this. So Flower Beauty is not listening to me, I'm sure, but they also have a deep red and a deep purple and like burgundy. Those are not my favorite shades, but they are all they wear really nicely. They're not drying. I really, really enjoy these. And the packaging is beautiful. I mean, it's really nice. So I don't know, they seem to be phasing out of Walmart, and I know they're coming to Ulta, but they're kind of in between. So if I can find them online, I know they're at flowerbeauty.com. I will list that in the description box below. I forgot to tell you about my blush. I think I mentioned this before, so just in case I haven't, it's the Milani Color Harmony blush in Berry Rays, and it's just like an ombre effect, and you can decide to make your blush lighter or dark or whatever. I just swirl it around and slap it on, so that's what's on today. Also on is my highlight and another favorite. Milani is just cranking out some amazing product. They just came out with some palettes that I think are online only that I really want to get my hands on, but the highlighter I've been digging. It's not, again, it's not one of those like Becca ones where they're like in your face crazy. They're not, you know, you can build it up if you want, but they're very wearable is what I was trying to say. And this is in the shade 01 Afterglow. And there is a nice shade range. So if you're darker skin than me, or you want more of like different colors, they have lots of options. So I'm really, really pleased with Milani right now. One more thing that I have on that you cannot actually see is this guy. This is the Unseen Sunscreen from Supergoop. I'm so excited. I know that sunscreen is not sexy, but neither is skin cancer or wrinkles, so you kind of want it. And I have tried a gajillion sunscreens, and they're okay, but they either eventually make me break out or they don't play well with my foundations, and for whatever reason, this one is working. Added bonus, they're headquartered here in San Antonio. I picked mine up in store at Nordstrom, but as of taping this, I still haven't found it on their website. It is on the Sephora website, so I'll link that below for you if you're interested in picking it up. It has no odor. It feels like you're putting on a primer. It basically has the consistency of the good old-fashioned Smashbox Photo Finish, I think that's what it was called, primer, just the clear silicone-y one. It has dimethicone in it, I believe, so that would explain why, but it works like a charm. It works well with all the foundations I've been playing with lately, and I've been playing with a lot. I'll tell you more about that at the end of this video, and so I highly recommend it because sunscreen is key. Some more makeup. This is a total change of heart. I think when I first reviewed this, I said I hated it and shoved it in a drawer. Then I was watching Jessica Jam Beauty 89, maybe is her screen name, and she mentioned that this was one of her favorites from 2017. So I'm like, all right, I trust her judgment. Let me pull it out. I don't love the highlight. It's okay as highlighters go. The smell is amazing. I love the blush, but what I love is after I've put on my bronzer, another bronzer, like my Physicians Formula one or my Bobbi Brown one, are the two I kind of flip back and forth. I just take this little tiny bronzer and I kind of fluff it along the edges, and it just gives me a glow. It's not sparkly, it's not glittery, but it's just, okay, and it smells amazing too. But I love the effect that this has. I don't love how tiny the pan is. So I am looking to replace this with just a bronzer. I think they've recently come out with one that from Too Faced that does this. I've also seen one from L'Oreal, not in person, just online, that seems to have a similar finish, so I will try to get my hands on one or both of them. If you have any recommendations for one that's like that, please let me know. I'm always looking. Okay, a lip gloss that I really, really like all by itself is another recommendation, and I want to recommend the person who recommended it to me. So the person who recommended this is Kathleen Jennings from Kathleen Jennings Beauty. She's a blogger and Instagrammer, and her insight is invaluable. She's incredibly intelligent. She's really well spoken and well written, and I love her suggestions. And they range from a ton of drugstore. She's very drugstore heavy to a few high-end stuff, and all of her suggestions are great. So this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Shine. This is the shade Pink. Is it Pink? Pink Bloom? Pink Sorbet? Pink Sorbet. Everything's pink. This feels in consistency very similar to my Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector. Dare I say it is a dupe? I feel like this could be a dupe. It's not a dupe as far as the applicator. The applicator is a really big, flat, almost like a paddle doe foot applicator. I don't love the applicator because it doesn't go great back in. Like I have to shove it back in. It sort of expands as you pull it out, so it gets big, and then you kind of have to shove it in there. This is funny because I got a few of these when I went out to LA to interview Nicole Kidman with Neutrogena. This was like in my little goodie bag they gave me. And when I was talking to Nicole, I love that, when we were hanging out, I don't remember if it made it into the interview, but she mentioned like this is what she keeps in her handbag when she goes to award ceremonies. So I was like, yeah, sure, right. I believe it now. Like this stuff is great. It adds, there's a bunch of different colors. It adds a little bit of color, not a lot. My favorite way to wear this is a little lip liner, fill in the lip, slap this on top. It's very moisturizing. It's not sticky. Drugstore, got it. I just love it when you can find something that's as good as the high-end stuff and it's drugstore prices. I don't think I've ever been complimented so much on my nail polish than I was this month, and it was two separate, I'll just show you. The first was Zoya, isn't this fun? This is Zoya Libby, and this is part of the, I guess it's a relatively new launch from Zoya and their jelly nail polishes. And isn't this fun? I got these off Amazon. These are like little nail polish swatches that fit around the neck of your nail polish so you know what swatch goes with what. I'm gonna include these in my favorites because I think they're really cool. And I got a giant bag of little fingernails. It's kind of creepy at the same time. Anyway, I got tons of compliments when it was just that. But they re-released with the collection. I don't think this is a new shade. This is a nail topper called Leia, like Princess Leia. It's spelled like Princess Leia, L-E-I-A. And I didn't do a little swatchy swatch, but I put that over this and got so many compliments. I mean, everywhere I went, from like the most, like from men. Men never notice fingernail colors. Anyway, I'm gonna insert a picture of the Instagram little thing I took, just so you can see what it looked like, because I don't have it on right now. Right now I have Butter London, I think it's called Dearie Me, which I love. I love the shade. It's, you like my nail polish, my lipstick swatch there? Anyway, it's like the perfect rosy, pinky, warm tone. Anyway, I digress. I love this too. But these two together, they were really pretty, and I'm gonna be pulling it back out for spring because it's a very much like a lavender, pretty spring color. I just was sick of the snow and the grays and the dark tones, so I pulled these two out. And then for skincare, I mentioned earlier in the video that I'm just having like the best skin day ever, and some of that, or all of it, not all of it, some of it I can attribute to the Lancome Christian Dior combo cocktail that I've put on here. But I think it's also this guy. This is the SK2 Facial Treatment Mask, and I have this because there's so much serum in here that's still in here that I'm saving to kind of like use nightly, use it up, because this was not cheap. I get it. I get the hype. I put it on. I let it sit for 20 minutes. It's like a cloth sheet mask. I take it off. I pat whatever's left, which is a lot, onto my face, and I take the sheet mask and I lay it across my décolleté for another 20 minutes and then massage that in. And then there's still a bunch of goo in here. At the rate I'm going, if this stuff keeps working the way it's worked just the one time I tried it, I won't need foundation anymore. It's that amazing. The only non-beauty thing I have to show you, I'm not even wearing them because I think Michael's sick of looking at them, are these fake, I mean, I want to come up with a classy way to say these fake diamond earrings. They're Austrian crystal earrings. How about that? These are the Nordstrom brand. I was looking at the Dearie ones. These are far less expensive. And these, I believe the ones I bought based on the price, because I threw away the box, I think these are the 8 carat. So these are allegedly 4 carats each. I'll go with that. These were $58. They have slightly smaller ones. I may get some more. They have different kinds from this line. They have like smaller studs, different shape, like emerald cut, what have you. I really like the price point. If you're a fan of Dearie or however you say that brand, Dearie sounds better. And it's a little high on the price point. These are just a little bit less expensive. I have no new books to recommend. I'm starting a couple series that look possibly good. So those are gonna come in February favorites. And the thing that I keep alluding to, I'm starting a new series called Taking One for the Team, where I spend my money so you don't have to spend yours, or at least you won't have to unless I recommend it, in which case maybe you want to. I'm gonna come up with a better tagline than that. But basically the premise is I'm gonna go buy more expensive makeup products, not like $400, what the heck are we thinking kind of things, but you know, anything like $60 and up that is just a little bit more or a lot more than you want to spend, I will spend the money for you, give it a run, and give you my always honest feedback. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth every penny and more, and maybe it's total hype and baloney and just no. So be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that video. Enough shameless plugging. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.